you see that? Unbelievable. I don't think I'll be sending my children to that school. So much for teaching Shakespeare. So much for learning Shakespeare. So much for reading Shakespeare. As you all know, Shakespeare comes to life only when his words are spoken, when his plays are acted. As George Bernard Shaw famously said, those who can, do; those who can't, teach. But what about those who can, but don't? And about those that do, but shouldn't? To answer some of the many questions you're doubtless dying to ask, let's cross over to the Actors Studio with our host, Julian Boyd-Hammersley.
Hello, and welcome to the third in our series, Shakespeare Masterclass and Actor Compares. Last week, you'll remember, we concentrated largely on the body. Well, this week, it's the turn of the voice, and we'll be doing some vocal work. And to help us in this regard, we are very lucky to have with us in the studio this morning, very fine young actor, Hugh Postlethwaite. Thank you very much. Hello, Hugh.
Hi.
Hi. Hugh, have you prepared something for us this morning?
Yes, I have. It's the speech from Troilus and Cressida, Act 3, Scene 3. It's the Ulysses speech.
That's T&C 3-3. That's page 251 in your ardent Shakespeare's, if you'd like to follow here in the studio. Right, Hugh, before we start, what I want you to do, Hugh, is to imagine that you're like a racing car going around a track, all right? Now, there's a video camera mounted on top of you so that we can all get a good view of that track. And of course, later on, I'll be taking your engine apart, piece by piece, oiling it, and putting it back together again. But before we do any of that, Hugh, what I'd like you to do is to give us all a good view of that track, all right?
You will read it?
Yes, read the speech, Hugh. Hugh, why are you squatting?
Sorry.
I don't think we're ready for that yet, are we? Okay.
Time hath, my lord, all at his back, wherein he puts arms for oblivion, a great-sized monster of ingratitudes.
Well, a lot of work to be done there, isn't there, Hugh? What I'd like to start with is if you could you have a closer look at the text?
Yes, well, I've got this raging debate within me, and the debate seems to center upon women seen both as victims and as power brokers.
Yes, can we shelve that raging debate for the moment, Hugh? Perhaps we'll come back to it later, but for the moment we'll push that raging debate to one side, because we've got a lot of work to do, and I'd like to concentrate you on the text. Now, what is the word, I wonder? What is the word that Shakespeare decides to begin his sentence with here?
Time.
Time.
Yes.
Time.
Yes.
And how, I wonder, does Shakespeare decide to spell that word, Hugh? Does Shakespeare decide to spell it in an unusual way? How does Shakespeare spell it?
T-I-M-E.
T-I-M-E. And of all the ways that Shakespeare could have chosen to spell that word, Hugh, why do you think he chose that particular spelling?
Because it's the ordinary spelling.
It's the ordinary spelling, isn't it? It's the conventional spelling. So Shakespeare is giving us time in a conventional sense. But he's giving us something else, isn't he, Hugh? Have a look at the typography, if you would, please.
It's got a capital T.
It's very much uppercase there, isn't it, Hugh? All right. Why?
Because it's the first word in the sentence.
Well, I think that's part of the reason, Hugh, but there is another reason, don't you think? When do we begin words with a capital letter?
Oh, when they're important.
When they are important. When they have an abstract sense. What I like to call an abstract conceptual sense. So Shakespeare is giving us time in a conventional sense, and he's giving us time in an abstract sense. All right, I think your voice is ready to convey all of that, Hugh?
Yes.
I hope so. All right. Off you go, off you go. Just the one word, Hugh. Hugh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hugh, Hugh, Hugh. Where do we gather from?
Oh, from the buttocks.
Always gather from the buttocks, all right? All right, gathering from the buttocks, off you go.
Time!
What went wrong there, Hugh?
I think I got a bit lost there in the middle.
Yes, all right, not to worry, not to worry. What I'd like you to do, Hugh, what I want you to do is to take that word, time, and add some of your own feelings, all right? Feelings of ruin, and folly, and hopelessness, and despair. Feelings too of triumph, feelings of hope, feelings of love, feelings, a sense of Troy rising, and a sense of Troy falling. Feelings of envy, jealousy, covetousness.
Ambition?
No, leave ambition out for now. All right. Away you go.
Just the one word?
Just the one word, Hugh, still.
Time!
Much, much better, Hugh. You've made tremendous strides. This is very exciting. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited too, Hugh.
Oh, I am.
You are excited, Hugh? Good. And I hope you're all excited too, because this is about the most exciting thing I've ever done. All right. What I want to do now, let's consolidate, let's build on what we've done, and I'd like you to read the whole speech using everything we've learned whilst gathering at the buttocks. All right?
Time hath, my lord, the world at his back. When he puts arms for oblivion, the great stars are still in the
Yes, well, as you can see, quite a lot of work to be done there, but we will be back with Hugh later on in the series, perhaps in 2018. But for now, this is your host, Julian Boyd-Hammersley, saying goodbye.